Hi, it's WRTV's Ray Steele. I hope you like this video. In fact, I hope you will click that like button down there and click the subscribe button too so you don't miss the new stuff. Or you can click the subscribe button at the end of this video. Really appreciate it.
Not a scratch on him in a den full of lions. Taking down titans like David and Goliath. Toxic Avenger on a bencher with a giant. John Hughes marathon, watch him wear science.
If you don't know who he is, he's only been one of the best in the hip-hop game and indie for maybe we'll say how many years. We don't want to make Sirius Blvck sound old here. Sirius Blvck is with us, and he is going to be among the headliners at the Garfield Park Arts and Music Festival this Saturday at, naturally, Garfield Park. Sirius, welcome back. How are you?
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you for having me. Thank you.
Last time Sirius was here was with his band. I mean, and Sirius, of course, like a lot of artists in indie, performs with a whole lot of different groups in addition to being solo. Your band Blessed was here not that long ago, just ahead of your tour of the entire country. I trust that went well for you guys.
Yeah, tour was great. We got a really great response. We got to play some really big shows with some really great bands. So yeah, it was a blessing. No pun intended. Yeah.
No pun intended. But I mean, for an artist, I mean, because when you're an artist, a music artist, I mean, some people have the goal of quote unquote making it big everywhere, whatever that means these days. Some people are fine, just being a well-known personality and performing around their hometown, around their home state, or where they made their name, like you here in Indianapolis. So what does that feel like, getting to go on tour to different places around the country? And now have people all across the country know exactly who you are and what you guys bring to the table.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Myself and my other counterparts in Bless Moose and OJ Oreo Jones, we've all been doing music in the city for half our lives. So to be able to go on a tour like that together, it was definitely an experience, and we didn't take it for granted either. There were certain moments where, when you're going as an artist, you're constantly tunnel vision. It's easy to forget how far you've come. So we kind of had a lot of serendipitous moments where we kind of got to realize and see how far we came in the game, and it was really good. Yeah.
Now, of course, at the Garfield Park, you're going to be performing solo and with another group that you're part of, OVRSLEPT. What is the creative process like for you? Because I mean, you're working in so many different areas with as a solo artist with different groups, and so I imagine you've got stuff coming to you creatively, as far as lyrics, as far as ideas, all the time. How do you separate that into? Well, I think I'm going to pursue this as a solo. Maybe I'm going to do this with OVRSLEPT. How does that work for you?
So I've been lucky enough to where projects kind of fall into place. OVRSLEPT is special to me because I started that project with my writing partner, Jonah Crouch. We've been writing music together for 15 years, and we kind of came together in 2019 and decided we wanted to get back at it. We had been in bands together all our lives, when we were kids, and so this is kind of like my baby project, and I'm really happy that it's been, being received well. It's been great. And I think for right now, personally for me, I'm always looking at 6 TV screens at once. So it's like how my mind works. So I thrive when I have a lot of different outlets and avenues to kind of channel that energy into. And it just happens to fall into place in certain projects.
If you haven't heard Sirius's work, he's an incredible lyricist. I mean, just the stuff you come up with is phenomenal. And I guess every writer is different. I've always been fascinated to talk to songwriters over the years and how they work. Some, of course, specialize in just composing the music. Some specialize in lyric. How does that work for you? Do you have something, a lyric in your head, and then you put a beat to it? Does it work the other way around? How does that work for you personally?
Yeah, so for me, it's kind of like if it's kind of like a free-flowing thought, and sometimes it's hard to turn it off. So I'll wake up in the morning and I'll have lyrics in my head, as I'm brushing my teeth, I'm kind of putting words together, and it's like I get writer's block sometimes, but for the most part, a lot of times it'll start with a melody and I'm just kind of mouthing sounds and then sometimes it turns into lyrics. So it changes by day, you know, but I think overall it's like, and I'm sure like Oreo and my friends would agree with me, it's like, it's a constant free flowing thought. It's always going. It's hard to turn it off.
Garfield Park Art and Music Festival. This is promoting a lot of great local acts in addition to yourself, OVRSLEPT. These are bands, groups that are keeping it real and keeping it 317, if you will, and making their way here in Indianapolis and a chance to celebrate that art together at a great place.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime we get the chance to congregate and do something cool like this, I always jump at the opportunity. I'm a Garfield Park resident myself. I live, you know, in the area, so to be able to headline the festival and, you know, play with some awesome bands is always a great day. Dana Scully and the Tiger Sharks and Wife Patrol and 40 plus other different artists. So it's going to be a good day of community.
That's coming up this Saturday, 4 until 10 at Garfield Park at the amphitheater there. And I would be remiss if we didn't mention our friend Oreo Jones. I think he still manages the radio station there, WQRT,
Absolutely.
one of the sponsors.
QRT.
One of my favorite stations.
Yes, mine too. Mine too. Love them. They do so much for us. Yeah, so always appreciate them.
A lot of great, and it's community-focused programming there. And again, highlighting a lot of what's happening here in Indianapolis and certainly at Garfield Park. You got new music out, I think?
Yeah, I just dropped a couple singles. You can find them on streaming services, and OVRSLEPT and I are getting our next record together. And yeah, I think we're going to be dropping music constantly all 2022. So it's going to be a good year.
That is such a different thing now. And it's hard to emphasize to people who are younger how new music gets out there and how you get the word out about it, how much different that is now than even 10, 15 years ago, where you would drop an entire album. Oh, we've got an album coming out. Well, you know, you don't do it that way anymore. You have to adjust to the times. And so that's why you see, here's 1 or 2 new songs. Here we'll have a couple more coming down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the times have changed and people's attention spans are shorter, so songs are shorter, and you know, that's just kind of the way the world works. But I think I've recorded over probably 100 plus songs in the past year. So and I haven't really released any of them. So I'm happy to finally get to release some music.
And you'll get to hear some of it this Saturday at Garfield Park at the Art Music Festival there from Sirius Blvck, his band OVRSLEPT as well, and a lot of other great local bands. Sirius Blvck, it's always great to have you, and you're welcome back anytime, man.
Appreciate you, Ray. Thank you. Always for having me. Naptown, baby.